Good morning, students. Welcome to the English online classes. So, I hope you are all are doing well at your home, okay, and you all are fine at your home. So, in our previous class, that means in your 8th class, we had started the tenses part. And meanwhile, we also completed the present tense and the past tense. We are having only one topic remaining. The topic is future tense. Okay, so before starting the future tense, I would like to make you to understand the future tense with the help of those present tense and the past tense. So we should recall that present tense and the past tense. If we recall that present tense and the past tense, then you can understand the future tense easily. Okay, so it will make easy for you. It will make easy for you to understand. Okay, so what are the topics which we had learned in the present tense and the past tense? So we are going to learn the present tense and the past tense right now. Okay, after that onwards we should continue the future tense. We should continue towards the future tense. Okay, students, so what is the meaning of the word tenses? What is the meaning of the word tenses? The word tenses refers to tense is a change in the form of a verb. Tense is a change in the form of a verb. It shows the action. It shows the time of an action. It shows the time of an action or event. For example, in simple present, we would have verb 1. Okay. Then next, when we comes to the simple past, we would have verb 2. So that is the change in the form of a verb according to the particular tense. That is in the change. That is the change of a verb. Okay. So then next, it shows the time of an action. It shows the time of an action when it was occurred. And event. It shows the action. It shows the time of an action and it shows the event, the time of an event. Okay, is it yesterday or is it present right now or is it in future? Okay, so that will be the uses of these tenses. Okay, so now let us recall our previous tenses. What we had discussed in our 8th class. We had discussed about present tense and the past tense. So let us recall them with a few examples. I am not going deeply into that matter. Just I am making you to remember them again. Okay, children. Again the tenses. What are the tenses? We are having 3 kinds of tenses. I already told you that: the present, past, and the future. Again, those present, past, future are subdivided into 4 parts. We already know that. First one is in the present tense, past tense, and the future tense. Simple present, first one is simple present. Okay, simple past, and next simple future. First one is simple present for the present tense, simple past for the past tense, simple future for the future tense. This is the first one. Second, present continuous. Okay, the next past continuous. Okay, the next future continuous. Then next, third one, present perfect. Past perfect, future perfect. Fourth one, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. The tenses, the present tense, past tense and the future tense, which are again subdivided into four types: simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous for the present tense. Then next, simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. Okay. Again, for these simple past, simple present and the simple future, we may call them also present indefinite, past indefinite and the future indefinite also. We can call like that also. Present tense again subdivided into four kinds. First one is simple present, second one present continuous, third one present perfect and the fourth one present perfect continuous. So let us start with simple present. So I already told you that. So what is the structure of that simple present? Activized structure of that simple present is subject, verb 1 or verb 5. Verb 1 or verb 5. The next object 1 and we may have object 2 also. So let us know about the passive voice. What is the passive voice structure of simple present? So simply we should make changes in the object 1 and the subject 1. Subject will become object 1, object 1 will become subject. So here we are starting with object 1. Then next, helping verb. After the object 1, we should put helping verb. Then next, what we are having? Verb 1 or verb 5 in the active voice of simple present. But when it comes to the passive voice of that simple present, we should always take verb 3. Then next, after that onwards, we should take by form. Then next, so we changed the object into subject. So let us change that subject into object. So they have changing the places of object 1 and the subject. So now we changed the subject into the place of object 1. So now last one is object 2. Okay. So already given these structures for you. You had already written these structures in your grammar notes. So if you had not written these kind of structures in your grammar notes, so kindly write them in your grammar notes. So let us know the structure with an example. Example for the simple present: he plays football. So let find out the structure. With the help of these structures. So you should find out the structure. So first one is subject. So here we are having, what is the first one? Subject. Then next, after that onwards, what we are having? Verb 1 or verb 5. So we are having verb 5 over here. Verb 5. Then next, what we are having? Football. So what is the football? Football is a object 1. So now we are converting this active voice. This is the active voice. So we are converting this active voice into passive voice. So what is the passive voice of that active voice? So let us start with football. So object 1, football. We are having object 1 at the beginning. So football. So then next, I already told you that we are having helping verbs in simple present. They are is and am. Is will be used for singular, are will be used for plural. So we are having, is having singular word, football is a singular. is a singular. His, we should put his. Then next, after that onwards, what we having? Verb 3. So verb 3 of place, played. Verb 3 of place, played. Then next, football is played. The next one, what we having? By. So we should put by. Then next onwards, subject. So we are having he. We are having he in the active voice. So we should change that pronoun, the subject pronoun, into the passive voice pronoun. So that is him. He will be changed as a him. So at last, he plays football. He plays football. Then next, the passive voice is football is played by him. He plays football. Football is played by him. So that is the structure of the simple present. Okay. So let us recall this simple present. So we had completed simple present. So now let us know about the present continuous. The second type in the present tense, that is present continuous. So what is the structure of present continuous? So active voice structure of present continuous, that is subject, helping verb, verb 4. Verb 4 which will indicate the continuation of a action. Okay. So then next, object 1. After that onwards, object 2. In sometimes we would may have object 2, or in sometimes we would may not have object 2. So then next, what is the structure of passive voice? So I already told you that the changes in the place of the subject and the object 1. There will be the changes in the place of subject and the object 1. So let us start with object 1 in the passive voice. Let us start with object 1. So after that onwards, what we are having? Helping verb. We should put helping verb. Then next, we should take being. We should take being. Then next, object 1, helping verb, which is followed by being. Okay. After that onwards, what we are having? Verb 4. Always in the passive voice, we should put verb 3. Always we should put verb 3 in the passive voice. After that onwards, we are taking by form. And then next, subject. Then next, object 2. Subject, helping verb, verb 4, object 1, object 2. This is the structure of active form of present continuous. So let us know the object 1, helping verb, being, verb 3 by subject and object 2. So that is the passive structure of present continuous. So let us know with an example. Let us know with an example. So before that, what are the helping verbs we are having? Is or am. Is or am. Is will be used for singular. Is will be used for the singular, and the next are will be for plural. Am will be used for I only. Am will be used for I only. An example for present continuous, that is I am. I am writing math notes. I am writing math notes. So let us find out the structure. Let us find out the structure. So what is the structure? In our active, what we are having? Subject. First one is subject. So we are finding that I is a subject. Then next, am. So what is that am? I already told you that am will be used for I. Am will be used for I. So this is the helping verb. We are having subject, that is I. So we are having am. Then next, what is this? Writing. Writing is a verb 4. Then next, maths. Maths is a maths and notes. Maths notes, that is object 1. Object 1. So you may ask, so you are not writing object 2. You may ask that, so you are not writing object 2. Object 2. So let us take object 2 also. I am writing maths notes today. This is the object 2. Simply, this is the object 2. So now, this is the active voice. So let us write the sentence in the passive voice. So what is the structure of the passive voice in the present continuous? That is object 1. It should be started with object 1. So what is our object 1? Maths notes. Maths notes. Then next, maths notes. Is it the singular or plural? Is it the singular or plural? It is a singular. It is a singular. Means we are having only one subject. We are having one subject. So now we are taking is maths notes, which comes under the it. Which comes under the it. Okay? It is a book. It is a book. So it comes under it. Next onwards, what we are having in the passive voice? We are having being. We are having being. Then next, which is followed by verb 3. Verb 3. So what is the verb 3 for the writing? Verb 3 for the writing. Verb 1 is write. Verb 2 is wrote. Verb 3 is written. Written is a verb 3. Then next, which is followed by form. Then next we should put by. So what is our subject? Our subject is I. The passive voice form of the subject I is me. By me. By me. So the next object 2 will be kept like that only. That is today. So there will be no changes in the place of object 2. There is no need for that. We are already having at the ending. So okay, what is our next tense? Our next tense is present perfect. Present perfect. So the structure of present perfect is active voice form, again subject, helping verb, then next verb 3 in the active voice. Verb 3 will be in the active voice of present perfect. Should remember that. Verb 3 will be in the active voice of present perfect. Then next, which is followed by object 1. Then next, object 2. This is the active voice structure of present perfect. So let us know the passive voice structure. Simply, there will be the changes in the places of object 1 and the subject. Subject will go to the place of object 1 and object 1 will come to the place of subject. So let us start. Object 1. Object 1. Then next, which is followed by helping verb. Which is followed by being. Being. Not the being. Being. Then next, verb 3 again. Verb 3 in the active voice and verb 3 in the passive voice also. Then next, which is followed by form, and then next we are taking subject and object 2. Subject and object 2. So let us take an example. He has eaten a banana. He has eaten a banana. So helping verbs. What are the helping verbs we are having in the present perfect? We are having helping verbs. They are has and have. Has will be used for the third person singular words. Has will be used for the third person singular subjects. So they are he, she, it. Has will be used for them, and have will be used for all the plural subjects. Have will be used for all the remaining subjects, all the remaining pronouns what we are having in the persons in that tenses. Okay. So now, and also we will use have for I. We will use have for I. Why? Because I sometimes acts as a plural subject. I sometimes acts as a plural subject. So that's why we are using have for I. Okay. So now let us come to the example. So we should find out the structure. What is the structure we are having in this sentence? So according to the structure, we are having subject at the beginning. Then next we are having helping verb. Helping verb has. Why? Because for the third person singulars we should use has. So that's why we are using third person singular, that is has, helping verb. Then next verb 3. Verb 3. Then next after onwards we are having object 1. We may take object 2, or if we are not interested then we can't take that object 2. So now let us start with a passive voice. So what is the passive voice structure? Object 1 again. So a banana. A banana. So now a banana, is that the singular or the plural? It is a singular. It comes under the it. It comes under the it. Banana. It comes under the it. So what it refers to? It refers to the has, the helping verb has. Say banana has. So after that onwards, what we are having according to our structure, that is been. That is been. A banana has been. So after that, verb 3. We are having verb 3 in the active voice and we are also having verb 3 in the passive voice. So there is no need to change the verb. There is no need to change the verb in the present perfect in the passive voice. So we are writing that similarly, that is eaten. So the next onwards what we are having? By. We are having by, which is followed by the subject. So what is our subject? Our subject is he. The passive voice form of the he is him. The passive voice form of he is him. So this is the example for the present perfect. Okay. So now what we are having, the next one is present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. So let us know about it. Our next one is present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. So what is the structure of the present perfect continuous? That is subject, helping verb, then next which is followed by being, then next verb 4, and then next onwards object 1 and object 2. Subject, helping verb, being, verb 4 and object 1 and object 2. So which will be in the continuation form. When we are having the continuous word in the tenses, so always we should use verb 4. Okay. So now let us know with an example. Madhu. Madhu. So what are the helping verbs we are having? Have and has. Have will be used for the all the plural verbs and the has will be used for third person singulars. Has will be used for the third person singular. So here we are having third person singular. Third person singular. He, she, it. He, she, it. What are the third person singular? He, she, it. So he, Madhu, is comes under he. So we are using has. The helping verb has. The next been. Has been. So now before, what we may take? Eating. Eating an apple. Madhu has been eating an apple. So when it comes to the passive voice, there will be no passive voice in this present perfect continuous. Always there will be no passive voice for the present perfect continuous. We already know that.